This is the White House.
Oh, this is the White House.
Big deal. I'll just pretend I never heard of them.
On Checkers.
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 Armando, wonderful. Armando, there's a little buffet set up for you in the kitchen. Thank you very much. Armando!
Hey, Haldeman, I think I found something. This wall is hollow. Yeah.
All right, get some lights. We need more lights. All right, tools. Not the whole toolbox. Spike. Spike.
Spike. Spike.
All right, Spike. Hammer. Hammer.
Hammer.
Hammer. All right, drill.
Drill.
Drill. All right, torch.
Torch.
All right, torch. Doggy bone.
Doggy bone.
Doggy bone.
Checkers. Checkers.
Here, boy.
Checkers.
Here, boys. Boys. Fire! Fire!
Fire.
Not that kind of fire! The curtains are on fire! Get some water!
Our next guest needs no introduction, especially to me. You see, my daughter, Julie, as you may know, was recently in the hospital. And while there, she wrote a little poem and sent it to me at my office. And I thought that poem was so sweet and so lovely that I asked her to come up here on stage and read it to you tonight. Come on up here, honey. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, and I'm so proud to be here this evening to read you a poem that I wrote for my daddy. And it's entitled Mad Dog. I mean, Bad Dog. Bad Dog. When Checkers was just a little pup, I thought that he would never grow up. But now that's been many years ago, and now there's Timahoe.
Idiot! Oh, don't look at our toolkit. That's where I keep my emergency gasoline.
When run and fetch we play, he grabs the stick and he runs away. When he climbs upon my knee, he always makes a little pee. Although the mailman, he likes to bite. Around burglars, he's very quiet. Sometimes I just get so mad, I don't know what to do. So I just...
There. What do you know? You're just a servant.
16 years, and that's the thanks I get.
Honey, you're lucky you don't get hemorrhoids working for that asshole.
Don't you talk about my daddy like that.
While the nation borders on the brink of chaos, it is the mark of a great man who can maintain his poise and know where to place his highest priority.
Punt, for God's sake! Punt!
Oh! I'm not complaining. It's just that we never do anything together.
Look at that. He's down. Kick him in the head.
You're not listening to me, dear.
What did you say, Pat?
Don't you care for me at all?
Oh, you mean everything to me, Pat. Look at that black motherfucker run. Put your helmet on, Ford.
If it were another woman, I would know how to fight. But how can I compete with a dog?
Oh, nonsense, Pat. You're lovelier than any dog I know.
Oh, Martha and the others were wrong. You do care.
Oh, we're killing them.
Oh, Mr. President, please don't make me do this.
Rosemary, we need you at Camp David this weekend. We need you to transcribe the secret tape.
I want to help with the tapes. You know I'll do anything, but that thing there in the car, he frightens
Now,
me.
don't be foolish. Get in the car, Rosemary.
I can't. Oh, he's in here.
You see, Rosemary, there's nothing to be frightened of. Moho is a nice doggy. Kiss Andy, Rosemary.
No.
Go. Give her a kiss.
Gladys. Busy? No. Well, you know the president. Rush. Jimmo! I know the
Rosemary, don't yell at Jimmo. Don't do that. Good dog. He's a good dog.
The tape.
No, boy, no.
Mr.
That's under subpoena.
The tape.
Jimmo! Oh, fucker, come here. Oh, shit, fuck, my foot, fuck, I fell down. Oh, fuck, oh, this is wrong, that's for sure, oh, expletive fucking dog, You fuckers! Fuck you! Right in the caboose, you fucking shit! Rosemary, how can your president tell the American people that the tape was run over by a train?
If only you'd been more careful, Rosemary. This whole thing could have been avoided.
But it's not my fault. Oh, I told you I was afraid of that dog.
Rosemary, don't refer to Timahoe as that dog.
Oh, that is a rotten thing to do, Rosemary. Blaming it on a dumb dog.
I'm not blaming anyone. But it's not my fault.
It doesn't have to be your fault, Rosemary. You just have to say it is.
Oh, Mr. President, I've worked for you for 16 years, and I've always done everything I was told. But I have never been asked to lie before.
Rosemary, do you want the American people to think their president is a fool just because you didn't care enough to do your very best?
Oh, Mr. President, I don't know. I just don't know.
The goose is on the lake.
The moose is in the swamp.
Rosemary, you have to do this for her.
Well, did you or did you not erase the tape?
Which tape was that?
The subpoena tape, Miss Woods.
Peanut tape. Yes. Oh, I work with so many tapes. It's really very difficult, you know, to keep them straight. But I'd say yes, I definitely erased that one. One that looked very much like it.
Were you in the room alone?
Oh, no, sir. I was with my friend, Gladys Fruckman.
And what was Gladys Fruckman doing in Camp David?
Oh, she wasn't at Camp David. She was on the telephone telling me about her friend, Mabel Glutz, who was raped and mugged the other day right in front of Lindy's. And do you know that the people in that window just kept right on eating? I tell you, I think it's disgraceful what's happening today.
Miss Woods, what has this got to do with the tapes?
Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm just a concerned person.
Nothing. Nothing.
The family that prays together stays together.
Oh, Martha, how nice to see you.
Get away from me.
What are you doing here in Washington?
Washington? You giant-ass Quaker! Washington's very lovely in the spring.
Now you have had it, fatso.
Oh, no. You know Richard eats like a bird. I like birds.
Birds, I'll give you a bird. My husband's a jailbird, and it's all your fault, you sack of dog shit.
Dogs like Ike.
Mrs. Mitchell, I think it's very wrong of you to call my father those names in front of the Tabernacle steps.
Listen, Dewlaps, when I get finished telling what I know about you and your dog doings, God's gonna vote Democrat. You hear? You hear? You hear this? You hear this? Get your hands on him! Get it on telephone! Get out of here! Get your hands on him!
And sometimes even good and honest people find themselves beset by sinister forces, demons and devils that have come from the underworld to plague them. They become so possessed that they are unable to cope with their daily problems, much less confront the evil that surrounds them. Now, we all know that our law books say that possession is 9/10 of the law.
Reverend Graham, you scored a real touchdown with that sermon, especially that part about the demons and the devils. That made me think. You know, maybe that's why the forces of goodness are having such a rough quarter.
He too had his cross.
I never looked at it like that. But you know, maybe this so-called Watergate affair, the tapes, the Senate, the Redskins, maybe it's all demons.
Perhaps you're being tested.
Tested, yes. But what for?
Perhaps a higher position.
Why didn't I think of that? But how can I fight this thing alone?
Well, there's not a lot that can be done, except one thing.
Well, Reverend Billy, shall we kick this thing off? I think Pat wants to open the Christmas presents soon. Do you have all the equipment?
Yes, all here.
Good. Say, do I have to be tied down like this? I'm getting a little chafed.
Oh, yes, of course. The exercisee is always tied down. It's absolutely imperative.
I won't be in any physical pain, will I?
Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Cross. Holy water.
Interesting.
Garlic. Steak.
I love steak.
And the good old American Bible.
How about that?
Expectum sanctum moridabis. Expectum sanctum espoquilas. Expectum sanctum sobulosis. Expectum comnosis comulosis. Coriatum compulosum. Exoratum exantum proatum Marta extractum inquictum dicico.
Fuck the country.
Extractum secretum fluidum devil paw boobat.
Fuck the Congress, fuck the court.
Extractum vile devils from el purgatorio.
My goodness. What's happening?
Harry Truman sucks cocks in hell.
Richard M. Nixon, you are accused of willful obstructing justice and lying to the American people to further your own selfish desires. You are accused of high crimes and misdemeanors. You stand now before the Senate of the United States of America, impeached by the House of Representatives. How say you to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor. No question about it.
The court intends to lay bare the facts. I said, why did you destroy the tapes?
I didn't destroy them, Your Honor. They were run over by a train.
Was it a Lionel train?
You don't understand. None of you understand. I may have done terrible things, but it doesn't matter. I mean, they're not really terrible because I did them for my dog. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It was a bunch of black nitpickers. I didn't do it.
Daddy, dear. Daddy, what's the matter?
It was a dream. You mean I'm not impeached?
Well, of course not, Daddy. What made you ever think of such a thing?
I don't know. It must have been those patty melt dick burgers.
Desperate and showing great strength of character, President Nixon turns to the only man he felt he could trust.
Gosh, General, I hate to bother you at a time like this. I know how busy you are, but I've got to tell you what's been going on, because if I don't tell you, who's going to? You see, it all started when they moved Checkers over to the Watergate. And now everyone thinks I've been lying and cheating and stealing, and I don't know what else. Please, Ike, tell me what to do.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
My fellow Americans, as you know, thanks to the brilliant diplomacy of myself and Dr. Kissinger, we have put the so-called energy crisis behind us. So much for the good news. The bad news is that today we face a far graver crisis, a crisis of discipline. Our country is in danger. Elected officials are calling on other elected officials to resign. Therefore, in the interest of national security and in my capacity as Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, I have decided to take over and to suspend indefinitely the so-called Constitution. As you know, in my political career, I have often been ahead of my time. Now, I don't know what year this is for you, but for me, it's 1984.
If they think I'm going to spend another night in this house with that dog, they are sadly mistaken. I won't do it. Will I, Minnie? Oh, Pinky. Goodbye. Thank you. You've been so kind.
Oh, Mommy, what's going to become of us?
Don't you worry, my children.
the women of America will never forget us. Come. Come, Grandmother Mamie. You must go too.
What? Again? Who is it this time? Rockefeller?
Oh.
I'm giving a party tomorrow night, and you're the guest of honor. Yes. Never again will you have to sit in a kennel while another dog takes your place. Everybody's going to be there. My generals, my admirals, rich oil men, Henry Kissinger, you like Henry, yes. King Faisal, astronauts. Astronauts who've been on the moon and played golf on the moon and thrown garbage. Yes, on the moon, garbage. And to all of you who've stood by me in this time of trial, I can promise you plenty. Because if there's one thing you can say about Dick Nixon, it's that he knows how to return a favor. As you know, I've always tried to represent all the people. But in the words of that great American, Abraham Milhouse Lincoln, if you can't fool all of the people all of the time, fuck them. It's all right, it's all right. Just never mind about that. But on a lighter note, as you know, I was born and raised in Whittier, California. Now, Whittier is a very small town. In fact, it's so small that the mayor is a Filipino.
Gentlemen, it now seems very clear.
Yes, we have a raving lunatic on our hands. It's a public disgrace.
It doesn't matter what the public thinks. Who knows what he may do next?
His own cabinet plotting behind his back. I was there as a double agent to take names for the president's future use.
We must act tonight.
Tonight?
How?
Oh, am I glad to get out of that stinking hospital. Where's the booze?
Martha, we have a little job for you.
Oh, baby, I'm so glad to be out of that filthy place. I'll do anything.
Good, good. That is very good. We want you to destroy the president.
Oh, that turd. Let me at him. I'll kill him with my bare hands.
Oh, no. We must handle this rather delicately.
Well, anything you say. Now, you're the boss. How do you want me to do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've always believed that we have much to learn from the culture of the masses.
From the what?
The films.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah. The other evening on TV, I saw a very nostalgic old film about a little girl from Kansas who destroyed a witch